First of all, I want to say this: the Pregnancy Loss Miscellaneous Provisions Bill is a vitally important piece of legislation. It's been really well drafted, and I want to commend my colleague, Senator Nicole Ryan, for all her work on this bill, and also for sharing her personal story, and indeed the others in the chamber who have done so as well. That's not easy. I come from a family of 10. I'm actually the second youngest in a family of 10, and I was an adult before my mother actually admitted she had had a miscarriage, her 5th pregnancy. So she lost twins, actually, and she talked about it then, and her and my father. So she had 2 more siblings, but that was the impact it had on her, like that she didn't discuss it after it happened. And I have 6 sisters, and 3 of them have had miscarriages. So to say 1 in 4, I think, is a huge underestimation of the numbers that are affected. I'd say it's at least 1 in 4, but it is probably a lot more. So it affects a huge proportion of the population. And as has been said here, so many are just expected to get up and get on with it and go back to work and pretend like nothing happened. Like, you know, we've talked about the physical effects on the mother, but also the emotional and psychological effects on both parents are tremendous. And, you know, people need support, and this legislation would go some way to providing that support and that understanding. I have a friend who recently, a few months back, found out she was pregnant. She was delighted about it, but at around 12 weeks, she realised something was wrong. She went to the hospital and it was confirmed she was miscarrying. And she was treated with compassion and kindness, but she was told she'd have to come back in to discuss with the consultant her options for going forward. When she went in, and it was a female consultant, she was treated in a clinical fashion and told, these are your 3 options, no warning, no proper support whatsoever. And she opted for, you know, taking a pill at home 2 days apart, to end the pregnancy. She wasn't warned of what would happen. She took the first pill on the Friday evening, and she always immediately went into excruciating pain, where she was 8 hours on the floor breathing. She wasn't even fit to be moved by ambulance. Lucky enough, her partner was with her. Like, she should have been warned about the possible effects. There should have been some sort of pathway for him to get support. He was ringing the hospital. There was no support there whatsoever and no options. They're still traumatised by the whole effects of what happened. So we really do need to see legislation put in effect that supports people, gives them time off work, gives them time to grieve, and gives them support to get over the traumatic loss of a pregnancy. I think if you haven't been through it yourself, you don't sometimes realise what's involved. But you know, I think this bill is so important, and I am too utterly dismayed by the government amendment to delay this bill. I don't really see a need for that. I think it's an important piece of legislation that we're all supporting here and should be allowed to pass. Thank you.